Every morning at 8 a.m., I watch Get Up to see what Jalen Rose is wearing, but you can watch it for them talking about the Warriors, the Greek Freak, and looking forward to the NFL Draft. Don't forget, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Pop the trunk.
Listen to the Jalen Jacoby podcast. Always exclusive content on there that you won't see here on the television show.
Can I have 2 seconds to derail this amazing fine program?
No, Jalen.
2 seconds.
We work so hard. We have rundowns. We have a staff of people, and you just want to take over every time derail Revis.
This is one of the most important things I've ever said.
I do not like it when you do this.
Happy birthday, Reggie Noble.
I do like it when you do this. It's Redman's birthday. Okay. My favorite
it's
MC
a national
of all
holiday.
Time. Big shout to Redman.
It's a funkadelic funk for chumps.
Now, we will get back to the program. Jalen, I have some sad news. We all kind of knew it. We all suspected it, but now it's official. DeMarcus Cousins has suffered a torn quad. This is after a ruptured Achilles a couple years ago. Now in this play, we're running so hard. Has a torn quad. Jalen, what does this mean?
I feel bad for Boogie. He got injured before he could play in the playoffs with the Pelicans. He hoped to not only play meaningful games with the Warriors, but be a significant contributor to a team that has a great opportunity to win a championship. And he only got a chance to play one game in 4 minutes of another. And it's the same leg, his left one, that dealt with the Achilles injury, that's now dealing with the quad injury, which is a unique way for you to rehab because you have two injuries happen concurrent years. You never know what the long-term effects is for a guy that's 30 and that has the height and the bulk that he has. But as a JRLA supporter and a supporter of this fine program and somebody that we now call DeMarcus
Cousins.
And when we see him and we retire the term Boogie, because that's what he asked us to do, then we're going to pay homage to a guy that's going to recover and is going to be back playing at an all-star, all-NBA type level.
I hope that he re-signs with the Warriors based off this, but
I do too.
Very quickly, what kind of deal do you think he will get and where? Quickly.
If I'm him, 1 year, Golden State Warriors.
That's what I think too.
I'm not trying to have new trainers.
Give me the minimum
I'm not trying to move. I'm not trying to be around new teammates injured. I'm not trying to go into unrealistic expectations while I'm hurt and then trying to rush to get healthy. I'm trying to stay in Golden State next year and accomplish what I wanted to accomplish this year. And possibly he may still get a ring this year and may get one again next year.
And then the year after that, you can bounce and get a max contract or a big contract. Well, Jalen, more bad news. The reigning WNBA MVP, Breanna Stewart.
I'm getting a bat for this. Please continue.
Okay, get the bat. The reigning WNBA MVP, Breanna Stewart, is playing in Russia with her team, and she landed on another WNBA star, Brittany Griner, and she has an Achilles injury to her right Achilles tendon. She may have torn it. It's bad. Jalen, what do you think about this devastating injury?
I came through the door, said it before, like Rakim would say. In basketball vernacular, not in regular professions, in the umbrella of sports, WNBA players get treated like second-class citizens. You mean to tell me an MVP of a league that's a subsidiary of the NBA made $56,000 last year?
I mean, take a look at these stats.
$56,000?
Just look at the minimum salary. Look, the maximum salary is $115,000 and $500. Look at that. That's the max salary. The average NBA salary, just the average, is $7.4 million.
So a couple of more things. Chanae, who's done a terrific job on this program and works for the network. We've had Skylar Diggins on. You know, I've stood on this table about this topic for years. Why is there not more of an uproar about this? Do you realize that I've been on an airplane before, and I turned around and see my good friend Candace Parker, and then I see the rest of her teammates. I'm like, y'all going to a playoff game right now on this commercial flight? You mean to tell me the people that own those teams can't reserve some hours on a private plane so they can fly at least to big games or playoff games, they don't play 12 months. They only play the summer months. All of these ladies usually have to go play overseas to get all of their money.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like the NBA back in like the 50s and 60s when they would be like bankers in the offseason or farmers in the offseason or something. Like these WNBA stars, MVPs, stars have to get side hustles, side jobs in other countries playing ball in the offseason just to get through. Not to get rich, just to get through.
How about, we said this about one of my favorite players, her name escaped me right now, played for Phoenix.
Diana
Taurasi. So 1 year, she made basically $1.1 million to play basketball. She made $1 million of it overseas.
Yep.
To the point where she was like, I ain't even playing in the WNBA. And didn't play. So don't be surprised when you see people like Maya Moore. They're like, you know what? My life and what I want to get accomplished is more important than this sport because, by the way, while what she's doing is noble stepping away from a year, it kind of magnifies how they're not taken care of and their outside interests based on what they're getting paid is so diminished, they don't feel appreciated. Because I don't feel appreciated watching their product, knowing that the MVP made $56 million. What did the MVP of the NBA make?
Who knows?
$45 million?
It's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? There's another byproduct of this is Sabrina from Oregon. She's like, why am I going to the draft? Like, what am I going to go to the draft and make $100,000?
Correct. So I'm going back to school?
I'm going back to school. It'll be fine. There's 3 big games in the NBA playoffs tonight, and we will preview them all right after this.
Jalen and Jacoby is